What would happen in your life, in your business, if you could crush self-doubt and gain real confidence? The problem is not having self-doubt. The problem is what you do with that. Doubting yourself is not a problem. The problem is letting those self-doubts run the show. Decide what you're going to do or not going to do. That is a problem. But we have solutions today. Imagine you could pop a pill that would instantly give you confidence, that would make you walk with confidence, talk with confidence, act with confidence. I got the pill, no side effects, and it's absolutely free. Good morning, everyone. How are you today? You're good? Okay, I'm so excited. My name is Florencia. You can call me Flo. You can call me Flor. If you cannot roll your R's, you can call me Florencia. I've heard my name pronounced in the most creative ways since I arrived here, and I love them all. And I want to start with a question for you, and the question is, have you ever wondered what would happen in your life, in your business, if you could crush self-doubt and gain real confidence? That is what we're going to do today. We're going to dive deep there, and you're going to end this session with actionable and practical tools to do exactly that. To crush self-doubt, to gain real confidence. What for? To be, do, and have whatever you want. Because the one thing you need to be, do, and have whatever you want is real confidence, and I will prove that to you. But first, if you've ever been, who's been to one of my sessions before? People from A-Fest? Yeah. Okay, you know that I like starting with 3 questions. And these are very easy questions because you will see the answers on screen, okay? First question for you is, where are you? Okay. That sounded, how do I say, a little bit too Estonian. I love the Estonian energy. I love being in Estonia, the cool, calm, collected energy, but I'm Latin. Let's go again. Where are you? Here. Okay. What time is it? Now. Who are you? This moment. This moment that never existed before, will never exist again, and that we will create together. Oftentimes we're stuck in the past, thinking, what did I forget to do? Did I forget to call somebody? Or we're stuck in the future. What am I going to have for lunch today? And we miss the only thing we truly have, which is this moment and this time that we will create together. Okay, so I want to start today by putting an end to the confidence myth. The myth that says that all successful people are confident all the time. And that if you have self-doubts, there's something wrong with you. You know, as part of my job, I work with some of the best athletes in the world. These are superstars, talented, disciplined people. These are people who have won World Cups. And these are people who struggle with self-doubts on a daily basis. As part of my job, I work with celebrities, men and women who get hired to do films, famous films, to host TV shows. They have hundreds and thousands of millions of fans around the globe. They have self-doubts. As part of my job, I work with entrepreneurs, people who have created and sold their businesses for millions of dollars. And yes, they have self-doubts. And out of all the clients I've ever had, the most challenging one, the one I've been coaching for many, many, many years, and I still coach on a daily basis, guess who that is? Yours truly. Yes. And this is what self-doubt has done to me. Self-doubt had me coaching some of the best athletes in the world for free for 1 year, because I was not a sports psychologist. Self-doubt had me waiting over 10 years after being married to have children, because I thought I didn't have what it takes to be a good mother. Self-doubt had me almost talked me out of writing my first book. And the interesting part is, I wrote the book sold 500,000 copies, translated to many languages, I got awards for the book, and then when the time came for me to write the second book, guess what happened? They were all back, all the self-doubts were back, and they were stronger than ever. They had taken steroids or something. So, you know, I really want to put an end to this question. If you have self-doubts, welcome to being a human. That is how we are. That is how the problem is not having self-doubt. The problem is what you do with that. Doubting yourself is not a problem. The problem is letting those self-doubts run the show. Decide what you're going to do or not going to do. That is a problem. But we have solutions today. And I brought some of the most powerful solutions I've seen work wonders for people all around the globe. And I'm so happy to share them with you today. But let's get it clear. Having self-doubts is part of being human. There's a beautiful Cherokee legend I love. A grandfather was trying to explain to his grandson how we human beings function. And so he said, you know, this is how we are. Human beings, we all have two wolves inside of us. One of the wolves is competitive, is scared, is always thinking, what if everything fails? What if I fail? What if everything goes wrong? And the other wolf is energetic, optimistic, full of dreams, wants to achieve things, is always thinking, what if it works? And they are in a constant battle. And so the little boy looks at the grandpa and says, and Grandpa, who wins the battle? The grandfather looks at him and says, the one who wins the battle is the one you feed. So we are here today to feed our good wolf and to starve the other one. How does it sound? Great? Okay, good. And before we start, there's something I want you to do. Please stand up. And I want you to find a new place to sit. Move around. You don't have to go too far. It could be just a little change. Find somewhere else to sit. All right, you should have your new seat by now. There we go. Who here, if you're honest, who here could feel the resistance building in when I said, please find a new seat? Yeah, and the rest of you, you're lying. I'm kidding. Yeah, I could see, you can see everything from here. Did you know that? Even the people in the back, you can see everything. And I could see some faces, and I could read some minds going, why is she doing this? Why is she being so annoying? She's only been 5 minutes on stage. I don't like her already. I'm not doing this to annoy you. I'm doing this to show you something. Do you have notebooks? Okay, I want you to write the word. Write the word chance. Chance, capital letters. Got it? If we want to have a chance to crush our self-doubts, if we want to have a chance to gain real confidence, there's one thing we need to do. Grab your pens. Ready, steady, go. If we want to have a chance, we need to change. We need to change. Mohan Lakiani taught me this, and I loved it, and I wanted to share with you. We need to change. But you know what? Our brains are wired, hardwired, not to change, to avoid change. But we will rewire our brains today. That's what we're going to do. All right? Now we're ready to dive deep into our 4 steps to crush self-doubt and gain real confidence. Step number 1, believe in yourself. Easier said than done, right? Do you ever wonder where our self-doubts come from? Do you ever wonder? Because we're not born that way. We're not born with self-doubts. All research shows that babies from all over the world, the north, the south, the east, the west, the rich countries, the poor countries, they're all born with only just 2 fears. Fear of falling down, fear of noises. All the other fears are acquired. So when and how do we learn to doubt ourselves? There is a fascinating study, well, fascinating and terrifying at the same time, that shows that children receive an average of 45 positive comments per day. And guess how many negative comments per day? Take a guess. 200? 1,000? A little less. Let's go up with the 200. 80,000. Okay, children receive an average of 45 positive comments per day, 460 negative comments per day. So 460 times that somebody, mother, father, teacher, neighbor, stranger, tells us, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not athletic enough, you're not attractive enough. Let me do it. What's wrong with you? Are you dumb? What is wrong with you? And then those collection of comments that we get when we turn into adults, they turn into limiting beliefs. And limiting beliefs are these voices inside our heads that when we're facing something new, we have a new challenge, they go, who do you think you are? Who are you trying to fool? This is too much for you. Stop dreaming, be realistic. I was once coaching a while ago a young man, young doctor. He was in his last year of medical school, and he had a dream. And his dream was to work in the most prestigious hospital in his country. And he said, in order to achieve this dream, I need to sit for an exam, but there's 1,000 candidates sitting for the exam, and I need to come out among the top 10. And the first thing he tells me is, I have never been a top 10 student. Never. And so I asked him, did you study for this exam? And he goes, yeah, I studied. Did you give your very best? Yes, I gave my very best. But you know what, he said, it's been so many years of studying so hard and giving my very best, and I've never been even close to the top 10. And if I don't make it there, my dream, I need to forget about it. And so I told him, I know exactly what you need to take. I know exactly what you need to do. And he says, what is that? And I tell him, you need to take LSD. The guy's a doctor. He looks at me like, drugs? And I say, nope, no drugs involved in this LSD approach. And this is what LSD looks like. And so I tell him, the L stands for listen. I want you to listen to the thoughts you're having. You're saying, I've never been a top 10 student. Listen and ask yourself, is that thought giving you confidence or stealing you confidence? And he says, well, yeah, but it's the truth. I've never been a top 10. Is it giving you confidence or stealing me confidence? Well, stealing confidence. Can you realize that with that thought, you're affirming an identity that you actually want to change? And he says, well, yes. Let's move to the second step. And the second step is stop. You need to stop those thoughts the minute they appear. Stop them right away. And he goes, how? How? They're popping up all the time. And I tell him, you will have to train yourself to stop them. And this is how you can do this. Does anybody have a headband, wristband, or, yeah, oh, great, thanks. I told him, we had 10 days from this conversation to the exam, to the big exam. I told him, I want you to wear something like this, a wristband, and every time you listen to the thought, you go, snap, stop, snap, stop, snap, stop. And he goes, it hurts. Good. It's a good reminder that those thoughts hurt your identity. So stop them right away. And the D stands for, there you go, stop. The D stands for declare. There is a huge difference between listening to yourself and talking to yourself. You see, listening to yourself is something, it just happens. You're going to have automatic negative thoughts popping up all the time. Maybe you can't help that. But when you listen to them and you stop them, you can talk to yourself and you can say something that serves you and you can declare something that is in line with the new identity that you want to have. And so I told him, how about your new declaration is, I deserve to perform at my best. And he said, I like that. Okay, I want you to do this for the next 10 days. Listen, stop, I deserve to perform at my best. Exam day finally came, 1,000 candidates going into this very prestigious university, sitting for the exam. 2 days later, the results were there. And this is how they do this. They print out the names of the 1,000 candidates. They stick them to the walls, very high-tech. So they stick the papers to the walls. And this guy needs to walk into the hallway and look for his name. And so he walks in there. And he tells me, I walk in there, and I start looking for my name. And I go straight to the top 100, which is a place I would normally fall into. My name is not there. Top 80, my name is not there. I keep on going. Top 50, my name is not there. Top 30, my name is not there. By now I'm sweating. My palms are getting all sweaty. My heart is racing. Top 20, my name is not there. Top 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, my name is not there. And he goes, did I not even make it to the top 100? And so he says, as I'm walking, dragging myself back, feeling so frustrated and sad that this didn't happen. And I'm walking myself back, and suddenly I get a bump from a friend who carries me by the hand and says, come, Come and look this. Check this out. You came out first. You came out first. And you see, this was more than a wristband and an affirmation. This was a change of identity. And a change of identity can happen fast. I have seen this happening hundreds and thousands of times. It can happen fast when we understand that the formula of success that we were taught is incomplete. Not to say it's just wrong. We were taught that if we study enough and if we work hard enough, we will be successful, right? But don't we all know people who know a lot and who work really hard but don't make it? Don't we all know them? So in this formula of success, there's one missing element. The one element that if it's not there, it doesn't matter how many PhDs you have. It doesn't matter how many 1,000 hours, 10,000 hours, 20,000 hours you put in. If it's not there, you won't make it. Confidence is the most important element in the formula of success. You need to believe in yourself to be able to succeed. So I want to do this with you right now, guys. I want you to